Hi, in this video I'm going to discuss an important concept, and that's how to reuse steps in your test files. So we often have the need to have a repeating piece of functionality that we'd like to use in this test file and share it possibly across other different test files. So the way we do that is using templates. There's a folder inside Pragma Testing which can store all of our templates. At this point in time, we only have a login and a system. The one that I'm going to describe today is the system. So let's go and have a look at that. Now you'll notice with this process file, it's a bit different. It doesn't have a main process. It still has an ID. And then it goes straight into the process definition, which for this one is tooltip. For every one of these templates, you'll usually have parameters that you need to provide to drive the unique functionality in each case. So for this tooltip, we needed a hover and a value. So the hover is a query to tell which element to hover over, and the value is the expected text. Then the steps below are familiar. Steps start, and then we have a perform hover over element, and then the bit that's unique to this is passing in the parameters hover. So that'll be different for each time you call this template action. And then down in the check value, we do an assert text content equal, and in this case we want to check that the value that we passed in matches on the Pragma tooltip. Now the way that we call this is, if you have a look in here, whenever you call, it's a unique action system. It is in the system, it's a system type action system, and the action is template. And the args we want to pass this is the schema is system, as you can see there, system.json. Don't get confused by the fact that the schema is the same name as the action system. That's just they're two separate concepts. And the process, as you saw, was tooltip. And then I provide the actual parameters. So in this case, hover is pointing to the query builder icon, and the value is query builder. So then I can reuse this over and over. So I can then go through all the tooltips without having to specify those two steps each time. I can just provide the parameters. Now this is very useful, as you can imagine. I mean, this example only has 2 steps, but you may have 10 or as many as you like. And you can repeat it over and over without defining it each time in your test file. So yeah, that concludes the templates video. If you come and have a look at the system.json for an example. Just before I finish, actually, I'll show you how to define the arguments. It's not usually necessary, but just for completeness, on the UI testing system, you can provide your templates directory. If you don't provide it, it will look for the default of templates. But for completeness, I'll just describe that you can pass an argument to use a specific templates directory. That's it. Thank you.